Hey, Jay Carper from American Torah here, and I'm still in the book of Proverbs and moving on to chapter 5. I'm going to read a little bit longer passage than I usually do. I'm starting in, I'll start in verse 7. This is talking about father giving advice to his sons about avoiding immoral women. Therefore hear me now, my children, and do not depart from the words of my mouth. Remove your way far from her, and do not go near the door of her house, lest you give your honor to others, and your years to the cruel one, lest aliens be filled with your wealth, and your labors go to the house of a foreigner, and you mourn at last, when your flesh and your body are consumed, and say, how I have hated instruction, and my heart despised correction. I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to those who instructed me. I was on the verge of total ruin in the midst of the assembly and congregation. Of course, the immediate context is giving into sexual temptation, the seductress, if you will. But really, these words apply to all passions of the flesh, immediate gratification. And the world likes to tell you to follow your heart, to do what feels right, what seems good in the moment, and don't waste your youth. Pursue your passions. Eat, pray, love, whatever that means to the individual. But we all have regrets. And the older you get, the more regrets you accumulate. And almost all of those regrets center around following your passions. At least your short-term passions. Because passion itself is not a bad thing. God has given us these urges and these feelings for a purpose. And rather than pursuing the passions of now, of chasing after the things that gratify us right now, that really feel good, taste good, that energize us in the moment, we need to elevate our passions and pursue the things that gratify us in the long term. Instead of pursuing the woman who looks good, pursue the woman who is good. Instead of going out and buying that fancy car or the new game or the cool jacket, whatever it is that you really want, that you think is going to make you feel good right now, consider, how is that going to make me feel next year? What is this going to do? What is this going to add to my life 10 years, 20 years from now? Is there something I can do right now to make my life better in 20 years? If you take the energy of youth and you focus it into a long-term plan, the hard work of accomplishing long-term goals, when you're 50, you can look back on your life still full of many years to come with gratitude, with satisfaction that you did the right thing. You can be pleased and happy with your life and what you've accomplished, rather than always sitting around thinking, man, if only I had known then what I know now, if only I had planned a little and worked a little harder then, I wouldn't be worrying how I'm going to eat when I retire, when I'm too old to work. Youth is given for strength, for endurance. Use that strength because you won't always have it. Don't throw it away on temporary pleasures. Plan ahead. God gave you your passions for a reason, but the reason isn't today. The reason is for a better life, for you, for your family, for your community. Focus on those things instead of what feels good today. This is Jay Carper from American Torah. Be blessed.